All right, Professor Wazzler is back for another episode of In the Lab. Shout outs to BASILISK Science's esports team for continuing this series and everything. And you guys love it, and you guys are trying to learn. So this time, this character, we are going to go with Cammy. Cammy White. Cammy is also a just old school character from Streetfighter 2. And fun fact, Cammy was always bad in the beginning, the old school games like Streetfighter 2, Alpha 3, Streetfighter the movie, if you want to count that. And then she I would say she got really good after Streetfighter 4. Streetfighter 4 and beyond, she actually always became kind of like that good old character that is guaranteed to be good, never to be bad, right? And the reason why is probably because of like the offense situation that she always carries in the game, and we're going to talk about it, right? Cammy obviously has amazing pokes, right? Stand medium punch is also really good. Let me take out the punish counter. Crouch medium kick is going to be your to-go button because you're going to be able to drive rush cancel afterwards and get a combo from there. She also has stand medium kick and also stand roundhouse, which is great pokes, especially with standing roundhouse. When you do a punish counter, right, you're going to be able to literally send them down to downtown right there, right? And then continue your offense. And now the reason why we got to talk about Cammy in general is because her combos, some of her combos, like obviously if you do crouch medium kick, like I mentioned, that's going to be your main thing to do, right? Or you're going to get like maybe a counter hit stand jab into crouch medium punch right here. This is also going to be a great poke, like a walk down poke that you can do, and see, and that's always going to combo into that. In the spiral arrow, and just like that combo alone, or anything combo into crouching medium kick or into spiral, anything ending with spiral arrow is amazing, because look, I just dash afterwards and I get Oki. So now if we add the frame meter in here, if we add the frame meter in here and we dash forward, look at the advantage. You are 11 plus 11 frame advantage. So because of that, you can obviously go into the strike throw mix-ups. Cammy is like the queen of strike throw mix-ups. You can go into crouch fierce if you think they're going to tech the throw, and the crouch fierce on, let's say, non-counter hit can always combo into crouching medium punch. So because of that, you're gonna be able to, visually see that it hits or not. And then run it back, run the sequence back. And you're probably wondering, what if they block the crouch fierce, Justin, right? Let me block after first hit. What if they block the crouch fierce? Well, lucky for you, that is the plus button right there. So because of that, it's +1, right? So because it's +1 after spiral arrow, you can walk up, go for a throw, right? Which is gonna be really good. Boom, and go for a throw. I don't know why I have him on tech. Did I have him on tech or something? I might have him on tech. Let's see, switch block, throw escape, active. There we go. So do it again, walk forward, boom, go for a throw, right? And then that's her strike throw mix-up. And now we have to talk about another thing. She has these spin knuckles. Spin knuckle is also plus on block. This one is plus on block, the heavy punch version, right? So if you look at the heavy punch version, this is +3. So because it's +3, they're not going to be able to challenge right here, right? The light punch version is -3, medium punch version also -2. But these are moves that you can go through like projectiles. So if somebody threw like Hadouken or Sonic Boom, you would use this to go through projectiles, right? Which is really good. So she has great moves to counter against that. Also, another thing is that when people are playing the grounded game of poking with all these different normals, she has a dive kick, right? So because she has a dive kick, you can lead it into kind of like combos as well too. So if you kind of see like from here, right, obviously from the tip, like the highest point, you're not gonna be able to get a combo, right? But if you see from that angle, look at that, the advantage is +8, right? So I could get a combo from there, right? Go into light strings, and if you hit it deep enough, right, you can kind of go into crouch medium punch. Obviously with counter hit and punish counters that we talked about in the past, that will also increase your your frame advantage in terms of what buttons you want to press, which is really, really nice. Another thing Cammy is really good at is that she's good at stringing you up. And what I mean about stringing you up is like she has a lot of these like little chains right here. So a little like 2-3 jabs, and you could combo into spiral arrow, dash forward. I'm +8 right there. You could combo into stand light kick into spiral arrow, dash forward. I'm +8 here. Go for strike throw mix up. You can also, if you also think they're gonna tech the throw, you can also use dive kick, which will put them on a punish counter state, right? And you'll be +5 here as well too. And then you could combo into her target combo, right? Which is she has back medium punch into heavy kick, which is jump cancelable. And you can combo into stand medium punch into dive kick or into OD dive kick, or even use her super as well too, which is really, really cool, right? So that's her kind of like her level 2. Most of the time you kind of like, if you're gonna use a super, you're gonna probably use level 1 or level 3, because the level 1 is a good super to corner carry right here. Obviously you can see that they're in the corner right away. And level 3 is kind of like your ender of like just doing a combo like that, right? This is kind of like your combo ender, low forward, crouch fierce, stand fierce, drive rush, crouch fierce, stand fierce, and then hold the cannon spike, right? When you do DP with heavy kick, hold the cannon spike into level 3, right? So that's another thing. Like you have this hold cannon spike right here, but the problem is you're not going to use that in neutral. That's mainly just a combo ender. Obviously she has just regular cannon spike, just angle, and the angle is amazing. Like you see how far it goes to. So it does a great job of anti-airs. She also has hooligan, right? Which kind of I would say the gimmick, right? So each button will do something different. Well, not really, but if you do punch, you do the fake, right? This is the fake right here. If you press medium punch or heavy punch, it still does the same, right? But if you do different directions, like different startup of, I would say hooligan. So if you do light punch, she does like a kind of like a flip up first. Medium goes a little bit farther, and heavy punch goes more towards the opponent. And if you just don't press any button, she'll always do the slide, which is really good. And then if you cancel a kick, you go into the dive kick as well too, right? And if you press down kick, she'll get that version, which is kind of like a somersault, you know, homage to Nash. But now usually you want to do the hold version, right? Because the hold version will have like an enhance, right? Go for the dive kick right there. Obviously you can see that, right? And if you do the hold one into down kick, she does 2 hits. And that's kind of what you use during like a burnout pressure right here. So if you have the opponent in burnout, so let's say right here, right? So we go burnout and we do drive impact. Oops. Right, they get the stun, and you hold this, boom, boom, and you can combo, right, into fierce, into drive rush, into whatever combo you want to do. She also has great corner combos, right, which is really, really good, so especially from like drive rush here. So after crouch fierce, you see you're 11 frames, and you can see that from mid screen, I've been doing this, right, stand fierce into spiral arrow, but in the corner, you can do back heavy kick, and puts him in the juggle state. So because it puts him in the juggle state, boom, you can combo light kick spiral arrow, and you see that they're still pretty high. And you have options. So you go into cannon spike, right? You can go into level 1, right? Go in the combo. Or you can go into level 3 right away, right? So no more games, depending on what you want to do, right? So in the corner, you obviously get lots of cool combos, and the cool thing is because the crouch fierce forces force standing, the back heavy kick will work, because this button won't work if they are crouching. So just remember that you can't use this button unless they're crouching, and you could use this as a pseudo anti-air, but it's kind of like very like difficult. But back medium punch is a great anti-air, or the classic cannon spike. I would always want to do cannon spike, especially if you have an option to dragon punch. So that's kind of what I would personally recommend. But besides that, I mean, I think Cammy is a very straightforward character. Anyone that doesn't know anything about like Streetfighter, or they're trying to find a character that can give them the fundamentals and understanding of how to play Street Fighter 6 in the beginning, Cammy is the character. Because the thing is, she has great pokes, right, into drive rush, great light combos into spiral arrow, great anti-air, great normals, great special moves as well too, dive kick, and you could use that against projectiles, right? The spinning back fist right here, spin knuckle. Spiral Arrow always leads into a situation where you can continue your offense right here. So I do like her offense a lot. I think her offense is like amazing, right? The only thing that she probably doesn't have compared to other characters is that her damage, I would say, is a little bit lacking, just because like she's labeled as a pixie character. So because she's labeled as a pixie character, I think that's something that you do have to be careful about. So let's play some games and see kind of like how my Cammy kind of shapes up in terms of like the people in online, see what they, what they have to think about my Cammy. We'll see. So we're fighting a Guile. It's going to be a very defensive character in general. So I'm going to be the one having to push offense most of the time, right? So the goal is to try to like find a way, find his pattern on like how many sonic booms is he got. Does he have a kind of like a tell on when he's going to flash kick as well too? So it's a lot of things to think about when you're fighting against Guile, right? Because Guile is the one making you feel uncomfortable because he's the total wall defensive character. So it's all about breaking the offense. So look, he doesn't throw Sonic Boom right away. He's waiting, right? Go that, go for the Z. Go Spin Knuckle right here. Ooh, Whiff Punish. Go for the low forward, like I mentioned. Crouch Fierce. Nice, perfect parry. He's gonna throw me, which is kind of like dangerous right here because now I'm in the corner. I go for a dive kick. Oh no, he missed the combo. Okay, again, is he gonna go parry again? He doesn't go parry, so we go for strike throw. But we're gonna go for the plus frames, right? We're gonna go for the walk up into drive rush. With punish again. Boom, boom. Into level 1. No, I missed it, mistimed it. So we got stand roundhouse right here. It's okay, because I'm burnt out here, right? So I have to wait. I shouldn't just kind of like force it. Go for a dive kick right here. Spiral Arrow, nice. So now I just wait. Because I'll get the drive gauge back, right? So because I'll get the drive gauge back, I can just wait out. Anti-air, just like that. Look at that, DP. So I can force kind of like the scenario. You can kind of see the pattern. He likes to whiff a lot of buttons, so I'm able to whiff punish a lot with my crouch medium kick. Ooh, nice pokes right here. Okay, go for a dive kick. He's poking a lot, stand roundhouse. I gotta attack the drive gauge a little bit. I'm plus there. Nice anti-air, so you gotta force it, see? Eventually he's gonna have that tell. Okay, low forward. Try to look for the Sonic Boom. He tried to check it, doesn't work. Go to walk up throw, because I'm scared of flash kick. I don't want to go back to full screen. Right? Keep it a true block string right here. I'm gonna be able to walk up throw again. He might flash kick right here. No, he did wake up drive rush? Oh my god, he caught me off guard right here. I don't know if I'm dead, but I do have CA level 3. So if he throws a bad Sonic Boom, I'm able to react to a lot of things, right? So let's see. Or I could combo into low forward drive rush. He's not gonna throw booms that much because he's kind of scared I'm gonna react to it. Right? That's the thing. He's gonna be scared. Oh, there we go. Look at that. See? He was scared of my CA level 3, right? He was scared of my level 3 because that's a bullet train. It goes to projectiles, or he could be scared of Spin Knuckle. That's why he wasn't throwing a lot of booms, because he's like, if I get hit, I will die from the level 3, right? And obviously you saw that. And once I realized also that he's not going to be dumb enough to throw booms like that and try to be sneaky, I walked in. I walked into his zone and just tried to like hit his button, which I normally have been hitting his button. Right? Nice little combo, doesn't get the dive kick right there. I delayed the dive kick, and that's the one good thing about characters like that. Nice neutral jump. He knew I was gonna Spin Knuckle there. Is that if you're able to kind of like change your jump arc in this scenario, that helps a lot as well. Yep, see that? Go Spin Knuckle, go for Crouch Fierce. Oh, missed it though. Caught him holding up, get a combo. We saw that corner combo you saw earlier. Okay, drive rush, no. Oh. Level 1, that's gonna be enough maybe? It should be. Nice, yeah, see that's the thing. Cammy can string you up and everything, but the thing is, because Cammy's really gonna string you up, you can really, the combo flexibility is super high, right? It might be very simple compared to other characters. Yep, Spin Knuckle again, I'm plus, right? Keep the string tight so he doesn't flash kick. Nice, no anti-air. I got him sleeping. And sometimes you would want to kind of like test if he gets drive impact here, and yep. Because the thing is, he's focusing so much on defense that he might forget that like, oh, you can't just block drive impact, especially in the corner, right? Yep, use the Spin Knuckle again. Now I was gonna guess for game. Okay, little Crouch Fierce. Like he's panicking. He's panicking, he's jumping back. He doesn't know what to do, and that's gonna be it. Going to level 3 right away. Easy peasy. And that's the thing. Like once you understand how to break like a defensive guile like that, it becomes like you're the one able to read his, like I would say, his nervous tendencies, the things that he wants to do that he shouldn't do. And because the thing is, eventually characters like that, the archetypes of that, will crack because like they're so used to everything going in their way. But once something breaks, it's up to them if they're able to adapt, right? And Cammy's one of those characters that is so good at like breaking people's like comfort zone, their habits and everything. So I mean, Cammy in terms of attack, I would say she's like, I would say she's an 8 out of 10 for sure for attack. Defense, defense I think is pretty solid. So we're gonna give her, I would say, 7 out of 10, right? Because she's also a character that relies on like crouch, medium kick, drive rush, a lot of drive rushes, right? So if you do a bad DP, a bad super, your drive gauge management is gonna go just down, right? So 8 and 7 so far, so far so good. Speed, I'm gonna give her a 9 because I think in terms of speed, she's super fast. She could control the air, she could control the ground. She's the one always moving back and forth, right? So I'm gonna give her a 9 in terms of in that regard. So we got what, 8, 7, 9, so 24 points so far. Viability, I think she's a very popular tournament character. You know, she might not be the best, but in terms of viability, I would say she's also an 8 as well. So so that's gonna be what, 32 in terms of that regards. And comeback factor, actually the comeback factor might be a bit low because her damage is pretty low. But you know, it's just Streetfighter 6, so you can't really count her out. But the thing is, she's not a character that really makes comeback because she has to make a lot of like reads, just because like once you get thrown so much or you get hit by combo, the damage is not as strong compared to other characters that we've seen, right? So I would say comeback factor, we have to give her probably a 6, right? Probably her lowest score, but the thing is, everything else is pretty strong, right? So 32, right? So we got attack for 8, defense for 7, so 15, speed for 9, 24, right? 24, viability 8 because so popular, 32, comeback factor 6. So it's gonna be a 38 out of 50 for Cammy, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this Cammy segment. And if you guys did, you guys know what to do. Big shout outs to BASILISK for Science and Esports team. Make sure you guys subscribe to BASILISK on their socials and everything. They're trying to go hard in the FGC. And also, like, let us know in the comments below, what character do you want to see next? You know, like throw us some characters, and you know, Professor Wazzler will grant you those characters. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.